this weekend is Emerald City Comic Con, and the 11 exclusive pops made by Funko have also been officially released. So of course I'm DK, and today we're going to be going on a good old-fashioned Funko Pop hunt. Actually the first one of 2026 on this channel. And if you're new here, welcome to Reviewed by DK, the channel where I review things in the realm of pop culture, collectibles, and food. And if you like any or all three of the topics that I discuss on this channel, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But nonetheless, let's kick this video off. So yes, officially Emerald City Comic Con is happening as I'm recording this video, and we're going to be going on a Funko Pop hunt for the exclusives, but we got a couple of stops beforehand, because last weekend I was at the Niagara Falls Pop Culture and Collectibles Expo, where I had a table that I vended at. So I thought I would mix that video with this one as well, and we're going to even stop by our local EV Games to show off some new items, and then of course we'll see what Emerald City Comic Con exclusives there are left over on Funko.com. But let's head over to the toy show first. And I might as well start off at the table that I actually am vending at right now, which of course has a bunch of different Funko Pops ranging from $5 all the way until $50, where I am getting rid of my Burning Pack Legendary NFT Pop. We got Alex Voss, Lucas Lee, pops like Ronda Rousey, The Chase of Mr. Meeseeks, Samuel Screech Powers. I do have some wrestling figures down here that are $10 each, some mini figures here, $2 each, 3 for $5. Common sodas, as well as some Chase sodas that vary in price. Edna Mode, some of the Blacklight Disney sodas, Creed from The Office, Dustin from Stranger Things, Miguel from Coco, Lucky Charms, All Might, and then we do have the Envy Adams here that I believe, because it's the Chase and limited of 3,000, it is only like 500 pieces due to it being the Chase. And then on the other side, my brother has quite a bit of Pokemon related items, including mystery packs and mystery balls, guarantee hits in every pack. And then we got some raw cards right here of various Pokemon. We got the Wigglytuff from Phantasmal Flames right there. And then we do have some graded cards like Lucario. I see the Meadow Mew, but then right here we do have a Spicy Meatball with that Celebrations Charizard. And then at this next table, we do have quite a bit of 3D printed items. We got some flowers here, but what really caught my eye are these Lego figures, which look awesome, especially these Toronto Maple Leafs ones, away jersey and home. There's also a baseball one with the Toronto Blue Jays, and then some white ones, kind of like a do-it-yourself, so that you can make your own customized version. And there's also some Buffalo Bills players right there. And then over here we do have some various comic books and graphic novels. I do notice right here the Watchmen, which is really awesome to see, the Killing Joke Joker. I do see a Last Ronin right there. And we do have some Pokemon related collectibles like those holiday calendars that we did open up on the channel. And then something right up my alley, we got some wrestling memorabilia like this Hulkamania World Wrestling Federation Championship. We got the current rendition of the World Heavyweight Championship, the Smoke and Skull title, the Spinner WWE Championship, a signed WrestleMania 6 poster with Hulk Hogan's signature, and then we do have some various autographs from superstars, and then we do got some packs here for WWE, AEW, Star Wars, and some mystery packs for Pokemon. And then over here we ran into a table where we do have a bunch of Funko Pops that are $10 or unless specified. We got some anime ones from Demon Slayer and One Piece. There's also more One Piece here with Naruto as well, and even a WWE pop here with The Undertaker and Paul Bearer 2-pack, which I do have in the collection already, so unfortunately I can't pick this up today. And then at the table across we do have some various figures, including a plush right here of Sully from Monsters Inc., but there are Funko Pops including this Black Canary from Emerald City Comic Con back in 2019, their Scarecrow, the Hot Topic exclusive Batman, Blade from Deadpool and Wolverine. We got one of the newer Carnage sets, I believe that's what it would be called, with Carnage, Iron Man, Two-Face, Gambit, and then we also have a DC Comics Bombshells Catwoman. Over here we do have some vintage video games. A couple that I notice here are Sonic Adventure 2 of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. I remember playing that as a kid, with some various different systems, Nintendo DS, GameCube, Simpsons Hit and Run and Road Rage for the original Xbox. And then we do have some Funko Pops right here, of course, some 6-inch Marvel ones. But I do notice right here, speaking of Sonic, the Metal Sonic 3.0, part of the limited edition set. 5,000 pieces. Over here we got some anime pops like Caesar Clown from C2E2 a number of years back. There's also some Demon Slayer One Piece, and of course some Yu-Gi-Oh! With the Dark Magician Girl. That was a pre-release for Chalice Collectibles. I do have this in the collection already, so once again I can't pick this up today. Baby Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy 3, that's a flocked figure. Some more of those Carnageized pops of Black Panther and Ghost Spider this time around. And then over here we do have some various Pokemon cards at the next table, some singles here. And then there's some here from probably some of the newer sets and older sets. I can't tell off the top of my head. Actually, right here is the Charizard from Phantasmal Flames, the more common one compared to some of the more expensive ones of that set. And there are some older Pokemon cards right here. I don't exactly know what set they're from, but I also do notice the Mega Lopunny that I believe was a part of Phantasmal Flames, if I'm not mistaken. But on the back wall, of course, we do have some Funko Pops varying from different licensors. There's Star Wars, DC Comics. I do see Avril Lavigne, Michael Jackson. There's also some sports pops there, even some WWE ones inside of protectors that are shaped as the ring, which is absolutely awesome. Some anime ones with Dragon Ball Z. I do see some of the newer pops for K-pop Demon Hunters that's really popular on Netflix at the moment. We got some Pokemon tins in the background like this Charizard one. Actually, they're both Charizard ones. There's also the Mega Lucario pack, which I believe we did open up on the channel recently, and the newer Pokemon 30th anniversary set where it has, I believe, 2 or 3 of the Phantasmal Flames packs as well as the promo card with Pikachu. And then I did notice, speaking of newer sets, we got some packs here including the newer Ascended Hero set where you can get singular packs right here. Alright, so we are inside of EB Games, and the first thing I notice here that is new are some of these Star Wars Impressions pops, I believe they are. They are the samurai versions of certain characters. I think this is the second wave where it has like Darth Maul and the Stormtrooper. This one is fairly new with Icarus, which I believe is a part of the Disney Plus series with Darth Maul. I don't recognize these from the last time we were here, but we do have the new wave of Sonic the Hedgehog pops, which has Fang, Jet, Mecha Sonic, and then we also have Mighty as well. Mighty the Armadillo, which is pretty cool. I actually do want to take a closer look at the Fang because I did enjoy the look of it through the glam shot, and now seeing it in person, it does look really awesome. Another thing I don't think we seen the last time we were here are the newer sets of Pokemon pops, including Magmar, Ivysaur, and Electabuzz, while the rest I am noticing have been here for quite a bit, like Dratini, Chimchar, Blaziken, Aipom, Absol. And then some pops I was really excited to see finally release are the Pets lineup. The first time we've had this lineup in like 10 years or so. We got ourselves the Sphinx, which is actually pretty sweet. I really like the like mat that goes along with it as a base. There's also the Persian cat, which kind of looks like my cat. Not exactly. I think my cat would be a little bit lighter, so it's not exactly on par, but the golden retriever would have to be my favorite of the set, considering that my dad at one point did have a golden retriever, and then the last one of the set being the corgi. So they do have all 4 of the pops in this set. These pops are fairly new. These are like the Batman Ninja pops, but I believe this Joker soldier, if I'm not mistaken, is actually one of the TargetCon exclusives that came out and now are here in Canada through EB Games. Once again, we actually do have a TargetCon exclusive sitting right here with Tiger Rock from Five Nights at Freddy's. Shout out goes to the unacceptable viewer. And the reason that they ended up getting a shout out is because they joined our YouTube channel membership, which only cost $1.99 a month. Not only do you get the shout out, but you do get lots of other perks, including early access to every single video and short that we produce on this channel. So definitely consider joining our YouTube channel membership. It will be greatly appreciated and will go a long way of helping out this channel a lot. So definitely consider it, but let's get right back to the video. All right, so we are back from the toy show and EB Games, and we are officially on Funko.com, considering there were no shared retailers for the Emerald City Comic Con exclusive, so I couldn't go to a store that had them. Besides, I believe Hot Topic did have the Demon Slayer exclusive. At the moment, it looks like every single exclusive from Emerald City Comic Con is still available, whether it's the Frankie rides from One Piece, the Punisher from Marvel, that metallic Demon Slayer pop, or the pop from Sanrio. Everywhere besides the United States could not get the limited edition section on their websites. It wasn't available. It was all done through like a lottery. Besides, now as I think about it, I think Funko Europe is going to be a part of it, but at a later date if I'm not mistaken. But if I switch over to the United States version of the website, you can definitely see now that it does show all of the other exclusives where it shows view details and not either available or sold out, because like I mentioned, you can only get the Emerald City Comic-Con exclusives through a lottery and you're randomly chosen 4 exclusives. But in terms of what I ended up getting either at the Collectibles show or EB Games, I actually got a few items. First one I have here is something rolled up in some paper, which you may have saw it earlier when I showed it off, and I actually ended up getting one of those 3D printed Lego figures, more specifically the home jersey Toronto Maple Leafs figure. The next item I'm going to be showing you guys are keychains that you can hook up to either, let's say, like a lanyard or your backpack. And the first one I'm going to show you guys is Charizard from Pokemon. I really love the design of this with 3 different poses of Charizard, and then on the back right here it actually has one picture of Charizard, but it does have some Japanese lettering and the name of Charizard right below the Japanese lettering, which I think these are awesome. And I think the deal was like 3 for $10, and I couldn't figure out a third one, so this was the third one, and I ended up gifting it to my brother. So here are the next 2 that I ended up getting for myself, with this one being one of Yu-Gi-Oh! You guys know that through Funko Pop collecting, I do collect a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! I grew up watching this show, and of course it has Yami Yugi and Dark Magician on the one side, and the other side has a closer up of Yami Yugi and Dark Magician on the face there as well. And then the one I was definitely excited about is the Toy Story one that I found, where one side does have Woody, Buzz Lightyear, and Bo Peep. But what I really like about this, unlike the Yu-Gi-Oh! One I just showed off, is that if you flip this one over, it's actually different characters. There we go. There's a different view of it, where you have Rex, Forky, and Jesse, and I think you do get a little bit of a teaser there of Mr. Potato Head as well. But all 3 of these keychains are absolutely amazing with the detail, and the person that did end up making these, if you're watching this, you did a great job on making these. Anyways, that's all I have for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on another video next week.